vegan.
This burrito right here is a must try. I started with an extra large tortilla, 1 cup of white rice, half a cup of black beans, and half an avocado. I then added these chili lime spice soy curls, which are so good. I also added some salsa and some plain dairy-free yogurt as a sour cream alternative. I rolled it up, and yes, I know my rolling skills still need some work, but nonetheless, this was delicious, packed with protein, and not to mention, it is plant-based.
I'm not exaggerating when I say that this recipe changes lives. You can read the reviews on my website if you don't believe me. These cumin stewed chickpeas are such a comfort food for me already, so it was a no-brainer for the first dinner of my vegan challenge. I want to mention that it's definitely similar to some South Asian dishes, albeit with some untraditional quirks, and I do not mean to take credit for this recipe or cooking style. This is actually a recipe that my friend showed me a couple years ago, and she's also the author of it on my website. I started frying off shallots, 8 cloves of garlic, and Swiss chard stems in generous olive oil, seasoned with lots of cumin, red pepper flakes, salt, and pepper. You should mash your chickpeas at this step, but I always forget and have to do it later. By the way, Trader Joe's brand chickpeas take a lot longer to cook than most brands. But add water and just simmer until it's soft. The mashed chickpeas, seasoned water, and olive oil inexplicably make this almost creamy. Then just swirl in the charred leaves. You could also use kale or spinach. I like this best with rice and lots of citrus. It's also good on toast or with pasta. Have you tried this recipe yet?
They're saying I only want to be pretty.
3 tacos, 41 grams of protein, and they're vegan. Start with these carb-savvy tortillas by Trader Joe's. Get your plant-based chicken of choice, cashew queso, and some cowboy caviar salsa. Heat up those tortillas and spread that cashew queso all over there. Cook up that vegan chicken with some paprika and pepper. Add it onto those tortillas, and don't forget that cowboy caviar salsa. Next, we're gonna add some greens because #health and the spicy taco sauce, which brings it all together. And there you have it, easy and delicious.
This vegan pasta salad is next level delicious. I used high protein seaweed pasta, then added chickpeas, cucumber, mini rainbow tomatoes, red onion, sun-dried tomatoes, and homemade basil dressing made with basil, lemon, and olive oil. Pour over top, mix together, and add a vegan mozzarella on top. This literally tastes like a restaurant.
Let's make some lemon herb crusted tofu. This is one of my favorite ways to prepare tofu because it gives it a nice crunch and also lots of flavor. To make, you need a block of extra firm tofu, and I like to wrap it up in a kitchen towel and gently press it to remove a little bit of the moisture, but not all of it. Slice it into 6 or 8 thick slices, and to make our crust, we're going to use almonds, gluten-free breadcrumbs, nutritional yeast, garlic powder, fresh herbs, lemon zest, and salt and pepper. Blend it up into a fine crust like this and set it aside. Now we're going to dredge our tofu. I like to use rice or chickpea flour to keep it gluten-free, and coat it evenly. Then dunk it into an unsweetened, unflavored almond milk or soy milk or whatever milk you'd like, and then finally coat it in the crust. Pop it on a baking tray into the oven, and that's it. It's really easy to make and way better than plain tofu. The recipe is linked on my Instagram. Enjoy!
Easy post-workout sandwich that's high in protein. Let's do it. Start with 2 slices of whole grain toast. This Chipotle black bean dip from Trader Joe's is fire. Add some hummus on there. Add some greens because, why not? Get your tempeh on there because it's high in protein, and a freshly sliced avocado with some salt and pepper. Close it up, cut it in half, and now you got yourself a sandwich that has 620 calories and 33 grams of protein.
Here's how to make tofu look and taste like scrambled eggs. With 2 slices of bread, this meal has 50 grams of protein. Crumble some extra firm pressed tofu into a pan. Blend up some silken tofu and add that to the pan along with some turmeric for color and the secret ingredient, black salt. This is what makes the tofu taste like eggs. It has a sulfury, eggy flavor, and it can be found on Amazon or any natural health food store. Mix until everything is combined and heated through, and that is it. Enjoy, and make sure to follow me on Instagram where I share plant-based recipes daily.
My mom is a dal queen. Growing up, our pantry was always stocked with a dozen type of lentils, and she would never make a dal more than once a week so that we wouldn't get tired of having it every night. So I've learned from the best, and I'd like to share and normalize making a 10-minute dal after a long day of work with the same ease we make a 10-minute pasta from a box. So today I'm sharing this dal tadka with a blend of moong and masoor lentils. It's so adjustable that even if you don't feel like chopping up onions and garlic, you can skip it all and just temper with some asafetida. You'll still get an end result just as flavorful. And in general, you can put in as much or as little effort as you want in most dals, and I don't know about you, but these days, those kind of meals are exactly what I need.
Sometimes you just have to make something that takes no time at all, no thought. This is barely a recipe, but it is really, really good. The way I make my tempeh is I simmer it in a little bit of veggie stock for about 10 minutes. Then I take it out of the stock, let it cool down, and cut it into cubes. I put it in a bowl and toss it with my favorite kind of sauce, whatever I have in my fridge. It could be barbecue, it could be anything. Tonight it was teriyaki. Toss that together, bake it in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. It's nice and crispy, super flavorful, and so easy to make.
Here's how to make a quick and easy high-protein vegan meal. Fry some onions and garlics with spices and pour a big can of chopped tomatoes. Let it heat for a while and top off with tofu. Simmer for 20 minutes and then serve on top of quinoa. Simple and tasty.